Yeah, indeed. So, Eamon, talks due to begin in the next couple of hours just behind me here in the centre of Belfast. Brandon Lewis due to fly in the next hour or so. The Northern Ireland Secretary, as you say, urging those political parties essentially to try and get the executive back up and running again. Government here in Northern Ireland has not been running for months and months and months. That's because effectively the DUP collapsed it before the election, arguing that they want the British government to sort out this Northern Ireland protocol. That is the part of the Brexit deal that was signed between the UK and the EU back at the end of 2019. And why are the DUP unhappy about it? Well, they argue it splits the UK down the middle. It puts a border in the Irish Sea between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland still effectively inside the EU single market and customs union. The DUP argue that is harming Northern Ireland's economy. Not everyone agrees with that, but that is their position. Clearly the position of most unionists in this country as well, and they're saying they're not prepared to go back into government, Eamon, until that is sorted. But frankly, the British government trying to sort this for a very, very long period of time. Doesn't seem like the EU's prepared to budge. And the big question is, would the British government be prepared to unilaterally take action to change or to suspend that protocol, even if there are consequences, wider consequences for the EU's relationship with the UK's? And that's why it matters to everyone across the UK, but also it really matters here is because lots of people, unsurprisingly, want to see a government back in Northern Ireland. Sinn Féin are now the largest party. They, in theory, will become the First Minister under any new executive. But at the end of the day, as I say, people on this street, people on streets across this province want to get their politicians back in government, making decisions on behalf of them.
What happens next now? A lot of people, Darren, of course, are saying this is the road to United Ireland. How long or short may that road be?
I think it's a pretty long one, if at all, in many ways. Amen. You know, clearly Sinn Féin have done very well. They are, for the first time, a nationalist party who have topped the poll in Northern Ireland, a party that wants to see a united Ireland. But that does not necessarily mean there's been a great groundswell of move towards a united Ireland. There are demographic changes in Northern Ireland which probably make it more likely, but the unionist voters held up pretty well. It's just that it's more divided. It's split between three parties, and that's why the DUP have not done particularly well. And frankly as well, Eamon, when you look at the opinion polls, actually unionist support it's been pretty solid actually for the last 2 decades or so, not significant changes. So I cannot see anything happening. Sinn Féin suggests the next 5 years. I would suggest it's going to be a lot longer than that, not least of all because this is also the reunification of an island. If it were to happen, it is not at all straightforward. In the more short term though, yes, we've got talks now. These talks, and you well know this, can go on for a very long time, weeks, maybe even months. And if nothing happens, and that is also very possible, in the next 6 months, we could be looking again at more elections here in Northern Ireland before the end of the year.